size up today's loss? Just too many runners stranded, missed opportunities maybe?
I thought it was more than that. First of all, let me go with the pitching. I thought Kylie McGee had a really nice outing. I thought she did some really, really good things. It's good to see it. She put 2 back-to-back outings together, and it wasn't just missed opportunities. We were getting out the same way, and we were getting out the same way that we did yesterday too. So it was a disappointing offensive performance, and we haven't seen that very often out of our team this year. So hoping that we can regroup and move beyond that. But what it tells you is this game's humbling, and you can never take a day off. You can never take a play off. You can never take a bat off. You can never take an inning off. And if you have a tough day at the plate and you're playing the same team, you know that those folks are going to be working night and day to keep working to get you out, and you've got to try to counter that. And that's where I was disappointed a little bit, because some of our hitters got out the same way pretty much all weekend, and so they're better than that. And so I want them, like I said to them, we can recover from this, but you got to be determined. And it's part of that is on the things that we do in practice, but the other part is that we just all feel a responsibility that we're going to stay poised, we're going to stay with composure, and we're going to make adjustments. And if we get beat, we get beat, but let's not get beat the same way over and over again.
And if you can kind of look, I know it's tough after a loss, but if you look big picture, I mean, you've won back-to-back Big Ten series. Obviously, that's difficult to do. So
yeah, yes, that's the consolation prize. But when you have a chance to get another win, and like I said a couple weeks ago, Luke, we kind of entered that part of the season where we're playing one-game seasons, because we're not only going through the Big Ten season here, we're trying to leverage ourselves for a postseason bid and a run there, and every game matters, and every win matters and every loss matters.
We were talking about battling through the cold yesterday, and then today with the heat, or not heat, but then the sunlight. And
yeah, it was a beautiful day. I haven't played in this kind of weather anytime. Yeah.
And Hannah Camdenson obviously hit a couple of those home runs, and you've been trusting her more and more there in the circle as well. How nice is it?
Yeah,
the level she's playing at?
The growth in Hannah has been impressive, and it's every outing she gets a little more confident. I'll talk about her day at the plate. What she did do is she managed her strike zone well, and so because she was managing her strike zone well, she got into counts where she could do some damage, and that's where some of our other players struggled. They either took first strike and then they started to stretch out of the zone, and so Hannah could have put on a clinic this weekend on how to manage the strike zone. I thought she had a really good weekend. Okay, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Coach.